Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. This is Mohammed Azad. Today I am going to discuss with you one of the most important. I don't know about you. As I am using SketchUp, I find out by myself it's very important to create your model is called style. And there is so many tools is there and to create your model. One of the tools or one of the item you need to know about SketchUp is called styles. So where are you gonna find the styles? You go up there, window, and on drop down you're gonna see style here. This is going to be the floating window in your computer monitor, and you can dock it anywhere you want. So I'm going to dock it here, but if you double click it, is just minimize and maximize it, and if you click it back, is come back in here. So I'm going to talk about style today, and to start talking about styles, I need to just show you a few tools you need to be organized in your toolbar. So here is all the icon you see styles. Each of one, meaning is little different than each other. So that's why those are the tools. You click it and you can change it. But you also can find the same tools here. I'm going to be explain to you in a moment, but I'm not gonna go there. But here is the section cut tools. There is a section fill tools, and there is a section display tool and section plane tool. All those is here you needed to working with the styles. Now, if you do not see any of those in your toolbar, you always can find it just right clicking on your toolbar and then customize your toolbar. Now you have lots of tools here, but I'm going to pointing you what I have it up there. This is one of the things I have is called styles, and then I have also section display tools. There is a section cut tools and section fill tools. It's all is up there. And also I have here, as you can looking at, it's called section plane tool. Also I have that. Okay. Now I don't need any of those. If you want to be, if you want to see the same way I'm looking at my toolbar, you have to customize your toolbar. So I'm going to say done. Now, few things I'm going to talk about today. I'm just going to be talk about styles. What is editing style edges, editing style faces, the background setting, the watermark setting, creating a template watermark, and then model setting and mixing new styles. And finally, I'm going to show you how to save your styles. Okay, it's a long journey, I believe, so be patient with me, keep watching and keep learning, and you will be one of the expert to creating a model in SketchUp. Most likely the architect, they need to know what is the style mean. So here I come. First, there is a 3 tabs up there. As you can see my cursor, I'm moving 3 tabs. One is select, another one is edit, and another one is mix. Those are the default. I'm in the actually select tab, and here is default styles. Now, if you click the drop down button, you will see more choices, such as in models. What is in models? In models means whatever you already used in the models, that in models. Now if I click it here, they give you only one styles, that is I already used in the model, so that's why it's there. Now if I click it styles, the second button here, those are kind of folders with all the styles. Those are look like to me is hidden, all the folders. If you click those folders, and you will see all the style is there. You can click and see what style you like it. There is all is there. Okay, now I'm just gonna be I do not like this folder things, this is hidden in the folders, but there is the same styles down below here. If you click one of them, say assorted styles, is here, and then if you go color set is there, and then default style, I just talked to you before about that, the photo modeling styles, and then it's catches styles, edges, I'm sorry, and now as you can see all the catches edges here, and if you ask me the question what is styles, the style is one of the things you need to know. Style is kind of things, how you going to see your model look, that is has to do with styles. Styles are the way that everything look in your model. So if you want to see all of your model as it catches edges, you can just pick one of them is here. So another one is, if you want to know what is the styles, I said it before, style is how your model look, that's a style. Okay, now there is a straight lines, those are straight lines, right? Those are straight lines. I'm going to go more depth on those styles, so be with me, and just I'm showing you the basic things. All the preset already is there, but you, like I said, you can create your own style, no problem. Okay, I kind of like it. This is very look nice and clean, but you can also keep clicking and get some idea on that. Now style builder competition winners, there is a competition between all the catch-up users who actually went to the competition and win their win their styles, and those are here. So style builder competition winners is right there. Okay, those you can also click it and see how it look like. Okay, so I'm not going to talk about too much, you already get the idea what is I'm trying to make a point here. Let's go to the next. Okay, before I go there, I need to just click that arrow, and there is a other option is here, open existing collection, create a new collection, add collection to the favorite, remove all collection from the favorite, small thumbnails, or list and refresh. I always like a large thumbnail. I'm not gonna click it. If I click it, as you can see, those become a smaller, and also you have a list view, which is I hate it. I do not like it. I want to see the picture. Picture is 1,000 of word. Okay, now large thumbnail, I'm gonna be using that, or I want to see before I apply it, I want to see how it's going to be look like. So list view, no. Now I'm going to also show you this edit button right here. When I click the edit button, I have 5 styles, and they are, first one is edge setting. You can set your edge whether you want it, but I'm going to go through each and every one to explain what they are for. Now next one is called face, and then background setting, and then watermark, and last one is model setting. Okay, so let's start with the first one. Okay, the first one, let me, before even I do that, I want to go to the default style. Okay, how you go back to the default style? Now if you want to go to your in model, and then in model, be with me, my computer is kind of slow, so if my bar is start spinning, give me just time. I promise it. I will explain to you. When you go through that entire lesson, I guarantee that you will have very nice idea about style. Now in model, now if I click it here, and if I go unused, all those style, then all go away. So I'm gonna go unused, all the unused, only this is gonna stay. This is the style I have used. So I want to go to default style, not just I want that style, I do not like that style. I want to go back to the default style. How do I go back to the default style? As you can see, it said default styles. So if you click it, you are in default styles. Okay, now edit button. Now I'm going to start with the edge setting, and it's very self explanation is there, and still, what I am just going to make a point here, even though is self explanation is there, but some of us, we don't even know style is exist, and all the nitty gritty button is there. So that need to be disclosed. When I actually find out by myself, I said, oh my god, there is a styles, then a style has so many options, I can create my model. And especially in architecture field or architecture, when they going to create their, all the layout, all the floor, or their section, or their section card, or when they are presenting to the customer, where they going to be presenting their work, style is the key things you need to use to presenting your work, and also make your layout and floor plan, or anything you can call it, you can do with that. Now let's not talk too much, let's go back to the point. Said edges. What is the edges? If I take this one off, as you can see, everything goes away. See, there is no edge. Take a close look. When I open it, see, those are the edges, and if I take off, that's edges is gone. Now, and also back edges, I don't know you want to see the back edges or not, but is there, is hidden. How you want to see all of your back edges? Click it. See, now all the back edges is showing you here. Now I don't want to see them, I'm going to take it off. Also there is another button is called profiles. So if I take the profiles off, look, if I take the profiles off, and also if I take edges off, look at how is your model look like, So let me put it back, edges and profiles. Now you can make your edges, wider or thinner, I don't know. If I put 10 here and hit return, look, your edges is really big. So it's showing you it's really big all of your edges. Now I'm going to take those off. All right, I'm going to go back to 2. All right, now there is a depth queue. You can go also in a depth queue to actually presenting your work, so it give you more details on your work. So depth queue. Also there is an extension. I'm going to take the depth queue off. There is the extension. What is extension? Very good question. What's extension? Now the extension is all the small things in here. I don't know you see it or not. Make it a little bit smaller, maybe it can show you better. Or if I go extension, I make it a little bit bigger. Let's put 6. All right, now you can see all the cross here, right here, and all the crosshair right here, right there, all over the place. This is called extension. If I take it off, you can see a little bit better. Those are the extension. Another one is, anything is crossing each other, that is a extension. Okay, and also the join point. Which one is the join point? Let me make it a little bit closer to me so you can see it. Those are join point. See, those are join point. All the joint, they have a point on it here. Now if I take it off, you can see it, right? You see the effect. Okay, so those are joint. What purpose are you going to use? Look, there is a many way to create your models to presenting to your customer. Some of the time you may need endpoints, see where each other actually joined or each other cross, that you need to use them. I don't use it. I'm going to take it off. And jitter, all the jitter here. So click, my suggestion to you, when you come to edit panel, when you are in edges, click each and every one and see what purpose they're for. Is it meet your need? If they need for your model, go ahead and use it. So that's my recommendation. Now, in by materials, in my all same, you can change the color here. I'm not going to go through that yet. Now I'm going to go and next button is called faces. What is faces? Now there is a, when you create a 3D model, there is a back face, there is a front face. There is a 2 faces. One is back face, one is front face. So 2 faces you have to working with, because is give you separation or some kind of indication is that you are in front face or you are in a back face. All right, so you need that. Okay, how you changing your front color or back color? It's very easy. You can see right now the front color is white and back color is gray. Now if I click it here and then I have the color wheel, and now I can pick any color from here, change my model color, any color. All right, I have a yellow. I'm just I don't like it really yellow, but I'm just gonna leave it there to you to see how this is actually work. So now another thing is, when you go to back color, you can also, you don't see the back color, but it's there. I'm going to show you where is the back color. The back color is when you hover over any of the faces and then right click it and reverse the faces. Now you see this is your back color. If you want to see it a little bit better way, click it and change it with maybe red. No, I'm sorry. I'm just going to be click it from here. So to open, so See, it changed your color. This is actually the back color. This is not a front color. I can show you that when you create it. Look, this is your back color, right? Now when you push pull it, I'm sorry, not this one. When you push pull it, you can see that's a yellow, but inside in the inside, if you reverse the faces, you can see this is a different color. So I'm going to erase that. And I'm going to put it back. This one is a reverse faces. And then also I'm going to do one thing which is I don't like. I just to show you in you to understand that how this is work. That's why I just brought it in. Now in down you can see there is a different styles and X-ray mode is there. So I'm going to be go through that. What is X-ray mode, what is the style. So those things you need to know to create your model. Now first one in here, as you can see, first one is called Wi-Fi mode, and then second one say display hidden line, and then third one is a shade mode, and again is texture mode, and then monochroma, the last one, and finally is extra mode. Now if I go to my default style, if I go back to my default style, and going back to my faces, if I click in styles, if Wi-Fi mode, what's happened? Look, you can see your model is different way. That's a Wi-Fi mode. And then second one is called, like I said, this is called hidden line, but it's pick the ground color. As you can see here is a white color, but it did not pick the white color, it picked a ground color. Now the third one is like in general I said shaded mode, and different between shaded mode and texture. If I going back to my paint bucket tool and then pick any kind of texture, it doesn't matter what is it. No, I don't want to let's say stone. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to use kind of a texture right here. Now this is a texture, right? If I go to shaded mode, it change it to just in a color. Okay, just shaded color, not in a texture. Okay, if I go back to texture, it's becoming texture. I think I should use a different kind of texture so you can see it a little bit better. Maybe, how about, let me put a wood color, see what happened. Okay, if I put a wood color here, and maybe it will make more sense to you, or whoever watching, it's going to be more sense to you. I'm going to make it a little bit this way. So this is in a texture right now, and since this is in a texture, you can see all the texture here. But if I put a shaded mode, that's become a color, no texture, but I can go back and forth to show you in a texture. But I'm going to be undo it, just going to Command G. I'm using Mac computer, so I do it in Command G. Okay, so you already know what is this texture mode means. And then last one is called monochroma. So here you click it, this is in a monochroma, and This is in texture, but when you use monochroma, you don't see the transparency on that particular model. Now, finally, that's called X-ray mode. You can go to the X-ray mode and you can looking at your model in the X-ray mode, but it did not affect any of those, which is styles or shaded mode or texture mode or anything. All right, X-ray. That will explain you what is faces, I think. And going back to the background button, the background, as you can see, is very self-explanation is there. The sky color, this background, you cannot see it here. I'm going to be tilted a little bit so you can see. So this is the background, and down is a ground color, sky color, background color. If I change the background color to anything, let me see, what do you want to be? It doesn't matter what color you want to be. I'm just gonna put it one crazy color you to see. Oh my god. So this is the background color. You can change it whether you want it with the color you need it, or you color you think reflecting your model, just changing those background color. Now you also can use the sky color. I can take it as a, see the effect. If I take it off, this no sky, if I put it back, here's the sky. So it's sky color. You also can change your sky color if you want to. If you want to, you can change your sky color. Now just click in that button. Let's see, if I double click it, I'll open up the color wheel, and then you can just, I don't know which one you like, you can change your sky color too. Okay, so this is a ground color and this is sky color. This is the default one. If I take it off, I can see the color I used, but that's the default one. It's always stay there. Now I'm gonna change this one. The background color is a little bit indifferent because I do not like the color I have it here. Maybe this one, or maybe this one. I like a little bit brighter. No, that's okay. No, this is need to be a little bit darker. Okay. Now you can show your ground from below to just using this one, and also you can change your transparency just using that wheel. If I go all the way to here, and if I looking down, you can see is there. Okay. Now the next one is really my favorite one. I like it, and I'm going to close it. It's called watermark. Now what is watermark? You can use watermark to put your ground or sky, whether you want to see your background or foreground, whether you want to see it, you can use the watermark to do that. Now I'm just gonna put a background and the foreground to show you how this is work. Now click it. I'm gonna get it. Let's get the tree first and open it. Is there now. Now as you can looking at is in the front because it's overlay, but if you put it in the background, is already in the background right now. You don't see it, you'll see it soon. And now if you go next and next, there is a 3 button here. Stretch it to the fit in the entire window or tiled across the window, position in the window. So if I click in position, and there is a position where you want to be positioned, that you can position it here in front or here in the back or here in the side. So I'm going to position it in the front and take this lock off, aspect ratio, and click it. Okay. Now the model is all the way to the up, so I'm going to bring it down a little bit, but I have to select it and I'm going to group that. This is not the purpose for my tutorial today. Most likely I'm going to talk about, like I said, I want to talk about the styles. Now I'm going to bring a sky, so going to click the plus button. When you click the plus button, and now you can find any sky. Let me get that, open it. Sorry, my computer is kind of slow, so it's spinning. Be with me, will be done in a minute. Here it comes. Again, you put this one in overlay, but I'm going to put it in the background. Now it is in the background. Let's continue next. I do not like the mark, create a mask or anything, so I'm just gonna go in next. Now stretch it to fit the entire window. Yes, I am, but I have to position it. I have to position it in the back. I position it in the back. Now here's the positioning it. And I'm going to hit in finish. And log aspect ratio check off and finish. Now whether you see it, there is a little bit of work to do here. As you can see, there is a watermark in the top, and ground floor is in the bottom, so you can change those as you needed. So you can go and click it and bring it up. See, now this is in the back. So this is the way, this is a watermark you can use to representing your customer, your model. Let's see, you can take a picture for your where you are working and where you think the building is gonna be built, and you can go specifically there and take a picture. There is other way to presenting your model in the location. There is a little bit different conversation. I'm not going to bring this one in here. What I'm just going to show you what is all those buttons. There is a 5 button is there. So I'm right now in watermark. So this is the way you set up your watermark. Okay. Now, a little bit more on that. Maybe in the future, I will create another video or tutorial to show you what else these watermark can do. Or does the watermark also, if you want to create a, I just want to explain to you, if you want to create a, what I call that, maybe I can do it one here in quick to show you how this is actually watermark work. But before I do that, let's go to the next button. I'm already done. I show you now. Since my computer graphics card is very weak, I'm gonna take the background and the foreground off to working a little bit smoother. Yes. And I'm gonna say yes also that. I do not need that, just for purpose, you know. Zoom extend, one of the things I always use, I like it. Okay, now the next one is called modeling. What is modeling? Modeling your style, how you want to model your style. Let me go back to select in a default style and then go back here or back here, have this one. Just put it in here. Now going back to the modeling, now there is so many selected, locked, guides, inactive section, active section, selection fill, selection line, selection width, all those things you can just change it. I'm going to use the section card to show you what is active, inactive, and section fill or section line things. Okay, so I'm just click it. I'm going to put a, let's see in the front, I'm going to put a section plane, click it, it's there. Now you can grab the going inside. This is the section plane. Now this section plane is right now active. When the active section plane, as you can see the color of the active section plane, and then when I click it out, I create another section. Let's see here. So now this has become a inactive section, as you can see, and this is a active section. Those actually, when you do modeling, they're representing, you know, all the color to see which one is active, which one is inactive, which one is section fill or section line. So I'm going to take those one off, just to show you how this is work. I don't need that. Also selected color, when you select something, they give you selected color. And locked, when you right click it, let me right click it, and then see the lock icon, click it, and this become a red. Here's the red. Okay, that's become a red. And guides, yeah, those are the guides. As you can use those guides. Where's the guides? Those are the guides. Yeah, so those are the guides color, which is black. I'm going to edit you that. So those are the things here. Also section line width, you can change it with a 3 4, what width you want it be section plane. Also, there is a hidden geometry I show you before. If you can just select your model, and let me right click and unlock it, so and double click it to show you. Or if you don't want to double click, just go expand, and when you expand it, and now select and go hidden geometry, or color by layer. What is color by layer? If I click it, this is the layer. When you go to the layer section window and go to layers, and then you can see the layers is red. So now if you have, let's see, different layers and they have a different color, when you go click this one, color by layer, then in your model everything is going to be identical with the color. So keep on your mind. Now the guides I already, model axis, which is those are, and then section plane I just show you section cut and section fill, those are there. That being said, the modeling is that much I can explain to you. I think you need to create your model and apply those things and check, uncheck it, change the color, get a really good idea, see how this is work. Now next one, I said 3 button here is select, edit and mix. So I go to the mix button. There is the mix button. Now what is mix button can do? The edge setting. Before I do that, I do not like crazy red color, the color by layer. I'm gonna change it color by layer. I don't want that. I want to just see it without color by layer. Now this is the default color. Now mix. The mix is really easy and quick way to working with your model and create a scene. Now here all the default style. Now if I want to change the edges with those default styles, then I can just go ahead and click it and drop it here. That'll change. Edge setting or face setting, background setting, watermark setting, or modeling setting, whatever you want to change it. All you have to do, just click it and bring it here, and you drop it, it change. And if I give you any better style, maybe makes sense to you. Let's take this one and drop it here. See, style it change. Or I can bring this one and change it. See, it change. So those are a quick way to work around. And the face setting, if you want to change your face, just grab this one and drop it here. It change your face. But let me put the different one you to see it. Okay, let me put this one in. Okay, you can change your faces now like you did it before, and this is different way to work around. Now this is a background setting. I want to just change my background. I just click it. I like this background. I just drop it here. My background is changed. The watermark is same thing. If you have any thing you want to just put it in and change it, you can do that also. And today that's all I have for you. Hopefully you learned something from here. If you do, please give me a thumbs up. I know I have done some humbling because this is my new channel. I want to be one of the best YouTuber to teach you what is all about architectural, drawing and everything. You will coming soon. You're gonna see there is a Revit all learning tutorial, SketchUp tutorial, all those things coming soon. I hope you are going to be with me, and if you have some brilliant idea or something you want to share with me, please comments on my channel and I will review it. I am not shy to learn from anybody, and what I knew I want to share with the world. They also can see if they are even little bit benefited on my channel. Thank you so much for your time. You have a wonderful day.